Pardon my grainy picture here. I'm really just 35 years old. It's the laptop camera that's making me look this bad. Hey, couple of issues or facts I want to throw at you regarding this immigration crisis mess that we're in. It's funny, the one number we hear about all the time with illegal immigration is that there's 12 million illegals, undocumented people in our country now. What are we going to do about those? Sanctuary cities have been established to make sure they are not threatened and they get to stay here and, get all the benefits. I want to share a number with you that you never hear about. 6 million. This is how many people are on waiting lists who have applied legally, done the right thing for a permanent visa to live and stay in this country. Some of these people have been on the list for years. And you want to hear something crazy? A quarter of them are Mexicans. Yeah. So not all Mexicans are just, willy-nilly flying across the border at will. There are those who are trying to do it the right way. And I don't know where, Rahm Emanuel and the Democrats stand on that. Would they call these people fools and idiots for doing that? But I kind of want to celebrate their efforts. I want to honor them. And so, honestly, if we need to bring in gazillions of people into our country, immigrants, that's the group I would start with. That would be number one. Another fact or issue for me with this whole Syrian refugee thing is not just the terrorism fact. I mean, certainly, it's possible that there could be a terrorist or two to infiltrate the refugees, come in and do some damage. And that's a real genuine thing we need to protect our country from. But there's a bigger issue for me. The majority of those refugees are not terrorists, but the majority of those people really don't like us that much. They don't really want to assimilate with us. Now, assimilation is the process where you have a minority group that wants to adapt to the prevailing culture's attitudes and culture. I don't see that from these people. I mean, look at what's happened in Europe. One of the huge problems there is the European countries did not make any effort to assimilate those people. And now they've got these huge piles of ghettos where the Muslim culture or the Middle Eastern culture is in play, but they're not a part of the country. We do not want that here. Here's what I believe. If a Syrian refugee, if they could just live in their own home in Syria and not fear of being bombed at night, if they had enough money to provide for their family, there is no chance they'd want to hang out with us because I don't think the majority of them love us. I think many of them probably celebrated with other Middle Eastern folks after 9/11. Glad that it happened. They do not appreciate our culture. They do not appreciate our belief in gay marriage and the fornication or the public fornication on TV all the time. I mean, they've made that very clear from their clerics. They do not want to be a part of us. For that reason, I vote for safe zones. Don't bring them here. Just establish safe zones where we can participate with other countries in providing shelter and food and medicine. And then the Civil War mess is over. Let them go back home and live the way they want to live. Bring in the folks who are trying to do it legally.